Welcome to the stream. I think those that aren't subscribed on the Twitch side are still watching an ad for about another minute. But welcome to the stream. We'll be sure to talk about the Nintendo Switch 2 at some point. The good and the bad, because I know the bad's gonna pop up more. But we're excited for it. Mario Kart, Donkey Kong, all that stuff. Get to play as so many characters, man. The Koopalings just need to return. They just need to return and then that'll be all. Because there were a few characters that I missed. Apparently missed. For like the Mario Kart stuff. Like Dry Bones was in there somewhere. I guess Piranha Plant's a character. Cheep Cheep is. That flamingo thing. From like one of the games. It's not a Diet Dr. Pepper, but I will be cracking one open later. Sponsor me, please. Those on Twitch, welcome to the stream. We'll be starting in about 30 seconds or so. So we'll go ahead and get into... Lower that volume. Go ahead and get into the Discord here. I don't know how many people are there. Hello?
Yo. Maybe you're looking for.
Is it? Man, this music is still loud. I turned it down and it's still loud. Oh yeah, I need to do something. Okay, we should be good. There's controller.
Yell and I are in the.
We're getting into it now.
Is it just races?
Huh?
It's just races.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mirror.
Brr.
Mirror.
Weed ball.
Hey, everybody.
It's
Too
fun
much
hour.
hours.
Thanks for joining us, Danny boy.
Hey, where's my card?
Hey, boy,
The pipes are calling.
Are they calling?
From
Maple,
Glen to
maple.
Down the mountainside.
And Danny's knee always look like that?
Yahoo! Yummy, yummy.
Okay, switching it up, I suppose.
It's mirror.
You know, a lot of people got GameCube for that Soul Calibur 2 game.
I guess later
I
on.
think that was when they released that Platinum GameCube when that game released too. Get the Platinum controller.
Yeah, most of those games
Wait, what?
The thing I already have. I could just a GameCube and play them.
Wait, I thought the Platinum GameCube came with the Zelda trilogy. Or not trilogy, but the collection.
Yeah, with that demo of Wind Waker.
Yeah.
I think one of them was like a pre-order. I think like the Master Quest one pre-order.
Oh, yeah.
Well, obviously, most people know about the GameCube, the Platinum GameCube, but I never owned one, so.
Stuff like that for pre-orders.
Well, my boy had sold out to become a PlayStation fanboy, but when they announced Soul Calibur 2, he decided to get the Platinum GameCube.
Interesting,
And he got the
because
Game Boy, he got that game.
Oh, he
the
went
thing
all
is, he
out.
could have got Soul Calibur on any system he wanted, but whatever. Okay, sure.
Yeah, but
But
who
Link-
wants... Yeah.
Would you rather have Link or the other characters that were the PlayStation or the Xbox system?
Yeah, he was like
I like-
Spawn
I-
and
I-
Hihachi.
Okay, I've always liked Link, but I don't know who didn't like, Spawn at the time or whatever. But yeah,
I mean, there's a reason
get him.
that version of the game sold the most.
The Link.
The GameCube. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
If
Hello,
that makes
Max.
sense.
Yeah.
That GameCube is best system.
One of the few
It's
third-party games that
somebody.
sold better on GameCube.
Don't follow me. I said don't follow me.
I mean,
Okay.
is Soul Calibur 2, is it going to be playable online through NSO?
Yeah.
Yeah, all the GameCube games. Yeah.
Oh,
F-Zero GX Online, baby.
I saw that.
Yeah.
That's...
Widescreen support.
Jeez,
I
And
think.
it had
Well,
480p support too.
yeah, I was gonna say that whatever GameCube games that have support, then sure. But
A little stupid, like they sit there and they make you have to get the component cables for your GameCube from Nintendo itself. Then they strip component out of it later.
Yeah. That's why they're so expensive
Progressive
nowadays.
scan out of it later. But that F-Zero had 480p and it had a 16:9 mode if you were playing on a 16:9 TV.
yeah, it's kind of like what they did with the Wii and just stripped it down to just a Wii because they took out the GameCube backwards compatibility out of it.
I don't even remember seeing it.
When did they take out GameCube?
Hello, Chippy.
That Wii Mini or whatever it was? Because I was pretty sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And I think that one was infamously
Chippy.
red.
Yep.
And Rio.
And campaign favorite was that also like the last top loading console ever made?
Oh yeah, I forgot
Is it
about
last
top
console?
load. Yeah.
Yeah, it's either that or
Train
the
comes out, you put
PlayStation
the CD
3.
in the top. Just saying.
Mm.
DVD in PlayStation 2's case.
Sunday.
I think 360. Then they run some different disc and what an actual DVD.
This is returning in world.
Or am I mixing
So-
that up with what Sega Saturn or had the Super CDs or whatever?
Oh yeah.
So
They both had CDs.
Yeah, drink.
Hey, everybody. How you doing?
Good, Leo.
Graphic 16 and Genesis, it was CD, but I swear when they did like Genesis and Saturn, I mean, they did
Oh, goodness.
Saturn and whatever Dreamcast, it was a Super CD or something.
Oh yeah, the DVD-ROM.
CD-ROM is a CD.
Where do you
Who-
think you're going, Morton?
No, it's a
Who
DVD.
is Morton?
Someone.
Someone that's salty.
Salty, bro.
No, you're
Is that-
salty.
Is that PB?
Damn it. Yes.
Salted caramel.
It's funny that he's salty and of course that's supposed to be sweet. You salty or sweet?
Oh, dipping your fries in a Frosty, bro.
Why not both?
I told you there was a thing. Chippy didn't believe me.
What? How did you not know about that?
I'm gonna show it in the
True
commercial.
gangsters, man.
Yeah, it's a thing. I don't know why it's a thing though.
It's a,
What's that thing?
because it's a good combination of salty and sweet. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm mostly a savory guy. I'm not saying I don't like sweets, but yeah, that's a good combination. Like, Reese's cups.
What? Okay.
Best candy.
Puffs are
Like chicken and beer.
one thing.
Is it
Guys,
Reese's
you always
Puffs?
have to bring it back to something that people just never mind.
Peanut butter
No,
chocolate
we're
flavor?
talking like sweet and salty. Like chicken and waffles is so fucking good, man.
Roscoe's.
Dang it. Down the track.
Roscoe's chicken and waffles. I know the rush hour.
Hopefully y'all can hear them. I mean chat.
I hate somebody?
Monster crazy.
Don't follow me.
Okay.
What, Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles?
Every time you say that crazy, you lose a follower online.
Oh no.
Say what?
And you said don't follow me.
Oh.
I meant you guys.
I know, but I'm just saying that, like, imagine if that was the case. Zeus.
Dang it.
Woo.
I have to if you're
Just
behind
in
you.
time.
Ooh, yeah.
Chippy's not in
Morton
chat, so
behind
we
Oh,
gotta
crap!
go back to that frosty thing when we get in here.
That was the dumbest fall I've ever seen. Who does that?
You apparently.
Like, I was falling and I was waiting for Lucky 2 to pick me up, but I kept still falling.
You fall and you can't get up.
Yes!
Get that life
Not
alert.
again.
Yeah, exactly. Somebody get DL life alert.
Don't you think me having a pacemaker is already a life alert? Jeez. Hard Android. I'm going to Crazy's favorite place.
I'm going to Animal Crossing.
Because reasons.
That'd be a good game to have on the GameCube.
So,
Hmm.
we talked about the direct yet?
Just like
Not like,
Just
not like we're
GameCube
waiting for
stuff.
you.
this
I mean-
GameCube stuff right now.
Get on the
I
side.
mean, GameCube equals the potential of us playing Double Dash again.
Oh yeah.
You
And
can play Mario's Hard 8, Double Dash,
I mean,
and...
can we play the Altor? Can we play the Altor?
Oh, that would be awesome.
You need to bring back a Mario Kart.
It would take you a good couple hours to do it, but it'd
New
be
Mario
awesome.
Kart.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Maybe like a
We only
special
have at
event
least-
1 week.
We only have like 4 people.
No, you should be able to do the land mode, which lets
I don't know
you
if
get
it'll
more people
support
in
it.
there.
And also, wait.
It's like,
I
would
just-
that even be
just realized-
possible?
I was just realizing with the Nintendo Switch 2, you can game share, but you can't game share the NSO, right?
No, you can't game share the NSO.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's what I thought.
Well, you can game share the virtual console games, the Nintendo Classics, I believe.
Can? That's what I was just asking.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about. Was the NSO? The NSO is the virtual.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
classics. Yeah.
Is it
like-
just going to be the free stuff, or is it going to be the stuff that like everybody has? Or not?
So I think.
I mean, everybody
So
has.
any game that just releases on Nintendo Switch 2, you can game share that with other Nintendo Switch 2s and other Nintendo Switch systems. So it basically just
Did
looks like
someone
that.
count?
No. anyone who just happens to be over and you go from the main system who's going to do the game sharing and then you just go from there. I think it's different than the whole virtual card and you lend a game for 2 weeks. It's different from that.
Yeah, it is. It's like
Yeah, it's
PS
supposed to
Download,
let you share online too, so I'm interested to see how that works.
Yeah, it's kind of similar to like how we used to share DS games. It's like that.
It's only
Well, I
for
was
certain
thinking more
games.
for like if we want to do Mario Party, that opens it up for everybody.
I have no idea how that would work.
Yeah, it depends on the game, and I know Jamboree, the Nintendo Switch 2 edition, you can't do that with. But you might be able to do it. You might be able to do it with the Switch 1 version, but it's like it's only on certain games, so.
Like Clubhouse game had its own app for like doing that. It was like the demo too.
That's one of the games you could do that with, by the
Yeah,
way.
Clubhouse game is supposed to be
so
one of the
basically
ones.
you don't need the app no more for the demo.
Will they release Melee, though?
I
That was the last lap?
Like, I feel like
You to me right
I
there.
feel like
Yeah,
after,
come on,
I
man.
feel like, yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like after the direct, everyone was on cloud nine until they realized why aren't they announcing any prices? And then you look up the prices, and then you have a mix of people what's going on with Nintendo. If they release Melee, I feel like we're gonna go through that whole roller coaster. Everyone's gonna go on a high, and then they screwed up Melee for this online system here now. So I wouldn't advise Nintendo to do it.
I would.
We'll see how everything goes. The only thing that's gonna suck is that like it's almost $500 for a system, and it's coming out the month before Chippy and I are supposed to move.
Oh wow.
Okay. Well, we'll definitely understand if you don't get it till Christmas.
Yeah, if it'll be available then. Like, I think we might get at least one system between the two of us. I don't know if we'll be able to score two of them though.
Yeah, I might have to get it online. That's gonna be impossible.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing that, but I think I want to get this in person so I can just get this in my hands as quick as possible. And I think I'm gonna take off a couple of days from work because work was actually asking me.
Oh my god.
Another.
Yeah,
I think Best Buy
Nice.
and the GameStop in my area are doing midnight releases.
it's funny how I
Going
just
back.
was thinking about taking
was a
a day off for
was a random
the
pick.
launch
It was a random pick.
days, but my work was asking me, "Are you going to be taking off some days?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm going to be taking off some days soon." You just don't know when.
So,
None of your business.
question then,
Yes.
are they taking pre-orders, or are we not gonna be able
It's going to be April the 9th.
It's on Wednesday.
Oh god.
I hope I can get a pre-order because as much as people are complaining about the price, scalpers are still going to buy them up.
Scalpers
Yeah,
can
but
go
I like what Nintendo's doing with their own website, that you have to be an online member and played at least 50 hours of games on that membership. So that prevents scalpers who don't even have a membership or played any games. That will help with the Nintendo website, but everywhere else it's free game.
Yeah.
But then people are complaining about that too, so.
It's the internet. Who doesn't complain about anything? It's like,
Yeah,
oh,
Scalpers
no.
already stood out in
Well, not black,
this week
considering the
100%.
system's black.
Why's it gotta be black?
Yeah,
That's
that's the
Nintendo,
black.
that wasn't my choice.
It's all the Smash and GameCube stores are black.
Don't
You don't
even
want them
use
to be black, PB?
Or not black. My bad, I said it wrong.
Electronic,
Well, the Dark Gray guy, that's what I got on my regular Switch.
that electronic melanin.
Got revitiligo.
Yeah. Because, like, yes,
Shout out to Uncle
I
Ruckus.
think,
Oh no!
you know, it's the whole definition of what sticker shock is. I think we got over the price of the system. It's just the games and the varying
It didn't
prices.
surprise me at all.
Yeah, the $80
Well,
games
yeah,
I'm not a fan of, but we knew that was coming.
Yeah.
Blue baby!
Well, yeah.
Huh?
But what was I gonna say again? New shows coming summer. Someone stole my good shows.
They're
One
freaking
game
behind
that, like, raised
me.
the price of games, then like have an $80 game on top of that. Yeah, once.
Yeah, because when I was saying the system was going to be $399, $400, possibility of $450 was in my mind, but it's just still seeing it was still like sticker shock. I got over it. It's just the varying prices with the games is
I wonder if
one
it's
thing.
$50 more because of
I was
tariffs.
figuring 4, and when they said 450, considering the tech on that screen,
Mm.
out more in depth.
Imagine if it had
450
OLED.
don't sound
Imagine
reasonable.
if it had OLED, P-Bin. You wanted that almost so badly. It's like, nope, not getting that. Nope.
Look,
Yeah,
if
man.
it comes out as
Hurt
450
screen on
with
it,
the
that's pretty
tariffs, I'll
cool.
consider that a win.
It's the Switch
Yeah.
Pro is gonna have the OLED and the 512 megabyte memory.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see.
Wasn't it
Imagine-
supposed to have
That
a 20
price
hertz?
does make me wonder if Nintendo is making money or losing money per unit.
I'm wondering. I think they're just either making even or probably just losing. Because Nintendo, except I think someone mentioned here a while back that I thought Nintendo always sells their system for profit, but apparently Wii U was lost.
Leader.
Yeah, but I think I heard
Yeah.
someone say here that Wii U was sold at a loss, but
The only
Yeah,
reason
those
Wii U was
keep
sold
selling.
as a loss,
Mhm.
yeah, it was because of the gamepad.
mm,
Yeah, I think I also mentioned. I think in an interview they said, "Oh, you just need to buy like a 1 or 2 games, and Nintendo already made up their money."
yeah. I think that's
Yeah.
why they're doing the whole bundle with the digital thing, because every publisher wins when they put a game of theirs on digital. So, man, they really got us with that, man. Like, I want to own Mario Kart World physically, but that's just too much for me to
$30
handle in
is $30.
Canadian.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mm.
Probably with like three
Canadian
bucks.
difference, but
Yeah.
$30 is $30. And that's
Yeah,
not
because
controller.
the console for itself in Canada is just $629, and then with the bundle game it's $699. So, and in the province of where I live, if I just do the bundle, that will take it up to $790. So
Oh,
that's
come
as
on.
far as I'm gonna go. Yeah, like my plan was to get several games. Buying that and a physical game, I did the math on that. That's over $1,000. I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that. So I'll just take the $790.
Well, I mean, there will be that bundle that comes with World, so I'm just gonna do that.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna
Yeah,
do.
Yeah, but I
Because
really
as
want
much as I wanna, yeah, go ahead.
So, I was gonna say that's why I'm going with World. I'm probably gonna get the upgrade for the Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild, and probably call it until Legend of ZA comes out.
Yeah, but isn't that free with the expansion pass?
Yeah, if you have the expansion pack, yeah.
You're welcome.
It's the same way, just like how
Come on!
people can get the booster pass if you have the expansion pass, but I said I'd rather pay for it in case I don't have the online. But seeing that I'm already paying so much for the console and other games, I'd rather just have the expansion pack pay for my most beloved Zelda games, so thank you very much.
What can I say except you're welcome?
I paid into that this year.
Yeah.
But I do
But
appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, I do
You're
have
welcome.
a little ditty about the bundles here. If you allow me to sing for just a moment here. Let me just get ready. Oh gosh, now I forgot the lyrics already.
Good gosh. Don't forget the lyrics. It's not a TV show. You already failed.
I'll be a terrible host. Wait, I'm in. Oh
I feel like
no!
you'd be an okay TV host, to be fair.
I mean, you talk a lot,
Well, I
so
have-
that's
I
the
have-
thing.
Yeah, and I have the personality, I guess. But man.
Man, you're a nope on now?
He does it all the
I've seen it ever
time.
since this game. He does it all the time. He's been doing it for the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, look, it's two kings.
Not suing.
It's two kings and
That's
they're
what I
black.
talk Cruz. They haven't been here in a while.
Brothers.
Singing out of color. Give me a high five.
Okay, I think I remember the lyrics of the song relating to bundles here.
Okay.
The bundle is mine. I'm sorry that you seem to be confused. This bundle is mine. That bundle is mine.
Oh,
Because it's
God.
gonna be hard to get that bundle, you know. So.
Oh my.
Round of applause, everybody, to DL.
Yeah.
Yeah, that bundle's
No.
gonna be hard, so I'm gonna make sure it's mine.
I didn't know Surge came in.
It's gonna be a yes for me, dog. You're going to Hollywood.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to say hi, everyone.
Hey.
Yeah, because I thought the Surge's wasn't saying, why does it sound like Surge and he's on another device? I was, oh yeah, I remember he's not exactly here.
Yeah, Surge's on.
Oh god.
Back
I'm
up.
on mobile right now.
He's on game chat.
Please don't sound like this. Even though I heard the game chat today on Treehouse Live, and except for the person hosting sounded alright, everyone else sounded like they're in tin cans. But at least we can hear them, even though they sound like they're in tin cans.
I didn't sound too bad.
They show up
Game chat is definitely not going to replace. Not going to replace a couple of different things. Like, I don't think that we're going to see game chat replace Discord.
Even though it
Because
looks
of-
almost like Discord, but
It does look exactly like Discord, but it looks like worse Discord. Like, the camera
Yeah.
quality doesn't look great. There's a couple of different things that just, I don't know.
I don't. Okay, because like I would say, none of us here are gonna get the camera and use it, much less even use game sharing, because no one wants to see 2 frames per second of a game watching another game watching another game. So, but
I thought they said you
Otherwise,
could use
I
a
think-
different camera.
yeah, you can use a different camera. So I'm curious to see how that would go. But game sharing, no one ever do that because that's just horrible to look at. I think
can
this
you-
the curious
I
thing.
feel like-
free on game sharing.
I was gonna say, I
Yeah.
feel like Crazy might want to do game share or a potential like stream or something like that. I don't know.
It's up to him what he thinks.
So, like, the game share, visual game share, doesn't seem so great, but like the actual game share mechanic itself, where people can use, you know, one game from multiple systems, doesn't seem
Yeah.
too bad.
Yeah, it doesn't seem too bad. I think it's really just like what PB said about the power of the system, and we heard about the screen can do. I think that's what's really enabling what it needs to do with this game chat and stuff like that. It's just too bad that it can't process across the net 3 different games and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't think any of us are going to be using that in game sharing with a camera. But I would say at least when we have enough people, because I'm not saying that we're all going to have it on the same week, but have enough people, whatever weeks it takes, at least try the audio and see how it goes. Because
Yeah.
I don't know, when I saw, I thought it was only 4 people at a time, but then Crazy told me that 12 people can, and then I confirmed on the website, Nintendo's official website, 12 people can. So I was like, we don't even fill up 12 people in a room. Like at most times we have up to 11. So all of us can try it out, whoever, when we get it weeks after the game release, and try the audio and see if it goes from there, if it really sound like tin cans. But yeah, I think that's as far as we're gonna go.
Yeah,
Really?
the whole thing in the direct where they're just like, they have the guy playing on the couch and the person behind him with the blender is going. I'm like, I looked at Chippy and I go, we have a blender back there. I'm gonna try that when that comes out.
That'd be a good.
Oh dear.
Oh gosh, I think it will work because from what I have seen, everything is made by NVIDIA, and NVIDIA has this technology with the AI with DSL that they have the same thing with.
Yeah, they have the
mic
noise canceling. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't.
So I think
I don't
that's-
use it.
I
But
think that's gonna be. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the most impressive tech outside of for game chat, instead of just using video and horrible game sharing visual experience. But yeah,
Look, if there is working noise canceling, I will be impressed because I have yet to use noise canceling that doesn't make the audio quality worse.
yeah. Wait, I just threw a boomerang at CTK and it just went through him.
Was he really there?
That's what I'm wondering now.
he went all in.
I think I did get hit. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
like.
Oh, I haven't seen all of it yet, but I saw some clips of the Treehouse stream for Mario Kart World. The feather, does it do anything different? I couldn't tell because the dude was grinding.
Yeah.
I was jumping
yeah.
around, and then he used the feather at some point. I'm like, wait, what happened? Like,
He tried to use the feather to dodge the blue shell. It looks like it's possible, obviously, with practice like anything else, to dodge the blue shell in just advanced techniques. So, I don't know.
It just does the same
Supposed
thing.
to initiate weather patterns.
Hmm.
Another video I saw.
Wait, what initiated with
Yeah,
the
but-
patterns?
The lightning bolt.
Oh, that's a cool little.
It didn't do it
I
during
didn't-
that one thing.
Oh, but it's able to
Oh,
do that.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I never paid attention to that detail, but I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, I did it in the Grand Prix, but not in the like the elimination mode, whatever it's called.
Yeah, I really like the elimination mode. I think that's a mode we definitely have to try as like a mini all tour thing, similar to like Double Dash whenever that comes out. But you know, Serge made a great point that like, yes, we knew that we're going to be traveling to the courses, but it takes 2 laps to get there, and then when you're on the actual course, you only do 1 lap there. How do we all feel about that?
I wonder how that works online.
Hmm. 'Cause I think that's something they're going to get used to.
Grand Prix.
Hmm.
Well, I think it'd probably be you go. It's like we race on the track, and then we'd have to. It's like after the race, I guess. We'd have to just drive to the other track, or just like go to the other track, like via the quick travel map or whatever, and then start a race there, like that.
I think some people want to skip all that.
Well, yeah, obviously, because not to say that like you can't have a friendly competition riding to your destination, because it's still technically a race, even if it's not, you know, a typical racetrack. That's what I'm saying. I think people are going to be down in the middle when it comes to this new way of racing and then racing to the racetrack,
I mean,
or may not get used to it, or just do the knockout stuff.
It
I
seems
am,
like driving
like,
to the to next race will determine the position you start at.
Yeah.
It's like,
Hey guys.
what they.
Go ahead.
What's up?
By the way, has anybody noticed that the DK one is basically overthrowing Baby Park for the amount of quote-unquote laps?
No, I didn't notice that.
No.
It has 8 sections compared to Baby Park's 7 laps. So that new one beats out Baby Park now.
Yeah, and it's more interesting every step of the way.
Okay, I'll give you that, but Baby Park is precious to people who appreciate it, so I'm not gonna say there, but I did.
I'm saying nothing bad about Baby Park, I'm just saying an observation.
Yeah.
Look, the kind of people who appreciate Baby Park are the same people who hate pineapple on pizza.
Well, I mean, you're not wrong there.
I don't like
They
pineapple on
are,
pizza.
but
I didn't know there was a correlation, but thank you for bringing that up. I
See,
guess.
what they should do for like the knockout race, like if you happen to lose, you should get a second chance by going to Baby Park. It'll be like like in Call of Duty when you get killed and you get
go
a
to the
second
gulag.
chance. Yeah, that's the gulag of Mario Kart
yes.
World.
He sure would not like that. He'd rather just actually I don't think he would do that, but
Yeah, so 2 races ago, like after, well, I think it was 2 races ago, after he sang that song, Max said, I'm gonna tell Nintendo to add that song. I'm grinding on the rails.
Good luck with that. Well, with both grinding on the rails and getting that song.
Are you blaming the cube?
Oh, so what were the characters you said you missed when you were finding out the roster?
Yeah, what is that flamingo anime from?
Flamingo?
Which
Flamingo, what?
'Cause there's a couple of different ones.
I don't know. It's just a flamingo. I don't know, like...
Chippy bird that's in Mario 3D World. I don't know if that's what you're talking about.
I utterly destroyed that train.
I don't know. It's Big Head, dude, I guess.
Big Head.
So it's DL?
No, it's Rocco's name.
Notice I am not saying anything, but me saying something still is saying something. I guess.
It might be from 3D World.
Oh yeah, there were some flamingo things.
Like how? Think about that.
Didn't they more look like condors and they like stick their heads?
Yeah, they're
drilling
more
the ground?
they're less flamingos and more like big condor type things or big ostrich type things.
Yeah,
yeah,
or maybe like a flamingo condor thingy.
Is it
On
this
that
thing?
thing.
And then
think
there's
so.
the coin theme from Super
Oh,
Mario.
Is that from
Kart.
Odyssey?
It's called a conquistador
I'm pretty
Sounds
there's
familiar.
also that is too, but I
from 3D World.
remember it being first
Okay.
introduced in. Wait, No, wait, that was something else. Yeah, that was from Odyssey. Never
Alright,
mind.
guys,
This is an Odyssey too.
Oh yeah. There was another one. Do you remember that green coin bag from Super Mario 64?
Yeah,
That's
I
a
forget
that's a
the name of the enemy, but yes, I know what you're talking about. The invisible coins.
yeah. That's wild. I remember just watching like the direct yesterday. I'm like, wait a second, what in the world? They're just throwing random enemies in here. This is kind of nuts.
You can play the Moo from Moo Meadows.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't call this world for nothing.
Speaking of which, I have two things. First, one,
Like dry fish.
you know,
Dry fish.
there's a
Fishbone.
burger power up. There's a cow. Might be some problems there.
Oh dang.
Okay.
That's.
You might be some problem.
Our
Hamburgers.
van.
God dang
And
it.
then Chippy was saying it's not a problem because we already eat the mushrooms, and apparently they think the mushrooms are alive. I don't think so. What do you guys
The
think?
mushrooms are not alive. The mushrooms are not alive.
Weren't they just literally just toads transformed into them?
Yeah.
No, that
Isn't that the whole brick thing? That's different.
Yeah, those are the blocks. Well, not the coin blocks, the brick blocks.
Oh gosh, bananas.
Oh god.
Oh gosh.
Speaking of bananas, what does everyone think of Bonanza?
What do
That
you
looks
want
cool.
me to
Looks
do?
interesting. I'm not sure how I feel about the destructible terrain because that
Yeah.
has the potential to get a little bit weird
Glitchy?
and also not run well.
Well, I saw it play today and it played pretty good.
So can you literally break through just about anything? I haven't seen the stream.
Yeah,
That's what
pretty
it's
much.
looking
Yeah,
like.
That's what they said.
yeah.
So it's
Yeah,
like
I saw.
Because there's some things,
You can't break. Oh, go ahead, crazy.
there's some things that you can't punch through. They can like use
I
like
think it's
64.
it's like a purplish black looking brick thing. You can't hit those things. You have to pick up another stone that looks similar in color, and those durability of those don't last that long. And each time you go to a new level, it tells you how hard the terrain is, and that tells you how many hits it takes to, you know, wreck the terrain. It has like a star rating showing the terrain. Like I think there's like 5 stars. I only saw in the stream they went to 1-star terrain, so out of 5.
Why is that first like loop on this map? The camera is just really bad in reverse.
I know, right? This is why I hate half pipes in this game. Because they're not camera conducive.
so
Especially with D. I noticed that a problem way longer because of DK Summit.
Yeah.
So Bananas
If they
basically
pulled the
Donkey
camera
Kong Red
way
Faction.
a little bit back, then that would be better.
dang it.
Or prototype.
Dang it, no.
But let's all agree, the new DK game is going to be a lot better than DK64 by a long shot.
Hey, don't badmouth
Sure.
DK64.
Depends on the multiplayer.
Nice.
The shade he's thrown at 64.
Yeah.
Because
Also, now what did get me though is when I first saw Donkey Kong in that, I'm like, that's not Donkey Kong, that's Donkey Kong Jr. That's Donkey Kong Jr.'s design.
Oh, speaking of Donkey Kong Jr., during the stream, Cranky Kong can be seen, so that confirms that this is the Donkey Kong we always need. Because if he wasn't in the game, then we can see, oh, this takes place before we need the Donkey Kong, before he came to this Donkey Kong. But yeah, this is the same Donkey Kong we all know and love during the rare days and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So if Cranky Kong is there, that means the rest of the Kongs have to be there, not just a bunch of other monkeys that you're working in the mines with and stuff like that.
Alternate timeline.
the only reason I'm throwing shade is because there were too many collectibles in that game.
Yeah,
Can we all
yeah,
agree?
yeah.
Yep.
I mean, you're not lying.
Too many collectibles in a collectathon game. Yeah, no. That's the whole
Wait,
point of
hold
the
on.
game. The more of them there are, the more stuff for you to do.
Yay, but it's not 10-10.
Like way past
Actually,
It'll never be 10-10 because we don't play at that time. We're done.
Well, here
what?
Oh,
in the Eastern,
Coast.
in the East Coast.
What?
So
East
seeing
Coast.
the
The Beast Coast.
seeing
the
seeing the gameplay for MP4, I honestly couldn't tell if that game looks any better from when we saw it last on Switch, which is weird to say because that game isn't new.
It's 4K.
So I'm
Yeah,
gonna
that's
just
a lot
say this
better.
out loud.
Okay.
Everybody's going on about how ZA looks so much better on the Switch 2, and I don't see it.
Yeah,
I see it look. I see it modestly looks better, and that's weird saying it because I
mean, the
haven't
frame
set
rate
eyes to
is-
play but yeah.
The frame rate's better.
Yeah, but the frame rate being better doesn't make the models better, and the models are still kind of butt.
I mean,
Honestly, I didn't really see the frame rate
they look better than me.
issues that much compared to Scarlet
little
and
bit
Violet.
better.
They have it real bad, but yeah.
Scarlet and Violet with Switch 2.
Oh yeah, free update! Free update!
Yeah, the patch for that is buying a Switch too.
Yeah, pretty much. You have to say it like that, AB.
$150 patch.
Oh
Actually,
my gosh.
for TK64, the thing is, not only the collectibles, but how they handled collectibles, and how you had to use the one pad to get to one character to another, instead of it being on the fly or whatever.
Yeah, that's why you play, like, you know, the updated version where they fixed some of those. That's quality of life just from that time. Like, that's not really that big of a deal.
Come on, how many red shells are gonna hit me in one lap?
Chippy!
Hold on.
How did you not get hit by that? You were in the explosion.
I didn't drop it. I just held it behind me.
Yes, I know. And I hit you, which usually will trigger it for everybody,
Excuse me.
including the person carrying it. At least that's all how it works for me.
Clearly things in
are
this
you
game does
kidding
not
me?
work for you.
No, this game does not work for me 90% of the time. 90% of the time.
Yeah, I'm noticing that because like everything you're saying, it sounds like a total BS. I was like, how is that even happening to you? That doesn't even
Dang
make any
it.
sense.
Oh,
It has an
I
alpha
just
or
fell.
something.
Okay.
But yeah, it could be my bias speaking, but holy smokes, the Zelda games on Switch, that on Switch 2 looks so much better, 60 frames. Like I could see it, and I like how they went to the core forest, and you could actually see the difference. I was like, oh my gosh, I think I cried.
Oh my
So,
god.
as neat as that seems, I got mildly perturbed when they released GPS tracking for Korok.
Nice.
That's really weird.
Why is that? Because you wish you had it earlier, or what?
No, why the f is that a thing?
Like, come on, look at people alone. I know, what's wrong with... Never mind.
It's ancient Zonai technology.
Right, at the Bakamlin. In 300 yards, pick up the Master Sword.
And look, the Zonai were ahead of their time, okay?
I don't need it in the car, I don't need it here.
Wow.
Can we all
Okay,
agree
lots,
that-
man.
Can we all agree that
I get where
we
I'm
cannot
going
wait
all the
for
time.
Kirby Air Riders?
Kirby Air.
Yeah.
Rider have an
Yes.
online city trial.
That's
Yeah.
going to be
Wow,
Just-
that
show City
trailer
Trial.
gave a lot of people heart attacks, man. Like, holy smoke.
Same here.
Sakurai still knows how to make trailers, man.
Kirby Air
Jeez.
Ride was under something, but
And it's
now-
coming out this year, but when? Who knows?
But look, check this out.
Yeah.
something with Dragon Quest 1 and 2 and Metroid Prime 4 and most of the
Ooh,
other
James
Switch
Bond.
games.
I was
Well,
gonna
we're gonna
say
have that.
for like the original Air Ride, you remember those like humongous like checklists that they had to complete achievements and unlock stuff?
Yeah, yeah.
There
I'm
was
just-
that, and then there was also the the adventure mode where you like roamed around the town and did events and crap, and
Oh,
then
yeah,
Trial.
city trial.
Yeah, now
Trial.
City
Yeah.
Trials.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
might still have
That's how you
my
describe a
name.
city trial.
Never forgets Air Ride.
That's the
Oh
best
my
Final
God.
Fantasy game.
Appreciated.
When you really look at it, this direct had a lot of GameCube goodness. Yeah.
But it didn't have one thing. TKrazyO. One and forgotten.
I
Oh, it's
mean,
not
I've heard
forgotten.
people saying it won't work on the Switch. Maybe it'll work on the Switch too with like a mouse.
with the mouse controls, yeah.
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 Honestly, if they tweaked it a bit well, I don't know. It's almost kind of like a Twitch kind of game with the gyroscope
Just-
controls do well.
Just make another Kid Icarus after Uprising.
It's
Yeah,
weird that he says that because
I mean, hey, they've already got the wheelchair basketball. That's close
They
enough.
have 3DS.
I don't get why people are hating on that game.
comparing
I don't
wheelchair
hate on
basketball
it,
to
but
Kid
I don't
Icarus.
think I don't think that's a game for me.
Organic
Wheelchair
antifreeze.
The Dragon Drive. Yeah,
Disabled
the Dragon Drive.
That's
Not
the
because of
wheelchair
the
basketball.
controls, and it's not
Yeah.
because of the controls. I just don't think it's for me. Like, I'll try it out if I can. If I was off the wish list to go to the event, but in Toronto.
It's a
but
sports
no,
game.
but-
I'm gonna skip it.
I mean, it's not for me
That's-
either, but I mean, it's still interesting.
I mean, at what point?
Bored and you're playing it.
Speaking of which, I hope the next WWE 2K game is actually,
It runs well.
Bug free.
because
Oh, come on! Look at the games it's running. It's running an exclusive From Software game. If anyone's interested in that.
You never played
yeah,
WWE
I
2K18
know
on the
that,
Switch.
And we're also getting Final Fantasy Remake Integrate, which was exclusively a PlayStation 5 title.
Finally,
when will we get Rebirth?
Great. Are we gonna lose you for another 5 weeks?
No, we're good. What you may lose me on is me playing Cyberpunk 2077 again on Switch 2. But yeah.
I don't need it again on Switch.
Yeah.
I've already put.
Which for
I already put
No offense
70.
to those who-
It's a good
100
game,
hours
and I'm
into
curious
it.
to see how. It's a good game, and I'm curious to see how it runs. As those things are driving me.
You know, if I'm being honest, like, I'll play Cyberpunk 2077, but my dream game would have been a more focused title that's based on like Edge Runners.
To be honest, I don't think that Bloodborne game will be exclusive for long.
I mean,
Probably, but it's nice that we still got that here now. Oh, come on!
It's-
I'm gonna dodge the bomb.
It's a multiplayer game, by the way.
Yeah.
I heard
yeah, PV.
It's gonna be similar to
Yeah.
I think Elden Ring Night Rain is also in that similar thing too. So it's
Some
all
people
that's also a
compare it to.
multiplayer, yeah.
It's going to be exclusive as the Capcom 5 in the 2000s. Heyo!
Man.
man, I remember. Well, to be
So
fair,
exclusive,
one
like Bloodborne.
one of the Capcom 5 exclusives is still exclusive.
Hmm.
Piano 3.
Which can go on the NSO.
Okay, what?
Yeah, that's
Third party.
People will probably go
Speaking of NSO
crazy if they
and
did.
racing games,
Hmm?
how
Oh.
about that F-Zero X?
I thought we talked about that.
I mean, GX.
What?
GX.
But yeah, GX specifically
I think-
GX.
I think that was
Yeah,
before
right.
Rio got here.
See,
Okay.
Chippy, everybody else does it too. They correct you when you don't say the right part of the title.
Yeah, TV does that to me all the time.
Oh, Chippy got on me earlier when they're just like, I forget what game it was. They're like, it's this game. I'm like, no, it's this.
Well, I mean, X
Just
and
like the
GX are
last
different games.
That's like
Yeah.
what I said last week when people saying that we're getting a Tomodachi game next year, but say the proper title right. We're coming up for Switch. It's Living the Dream. Come on.
I'm a
yeah,
goat
is
TV.
it the
Go ahead,
GX?
Chippy.
I was talking about the Zelda game.
No, you used the Zelda game as one of the examples, but we're talking about the other game, not the Zelda game.
Oh yeah, did you see the new IOI game that's coming out?
Wait, Hitman.
What?
Which
so,
one?
The
Project
Bond game?
007. Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't show
They
anything.
make it sound like it was coming exclusive to Switch 2, but that's not the
Yeah,
case. I don't think
I
so.
don't care if it's exclusive to Switch 2 or not. I like Hitman, but James Bond themed sounds amazing to me, and I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yep.
What if they do
they
another
showed
remake for
something.
GoldenEye?
No.
Wow.
If
Remake
I
the
wouldn't
remake.
be surprised if there's a
Resident Evil 4 can be remade, so can it.
Yeah, like a GoldenEye themed mission would be fine. I don't want GoldenEye again. I'm good.
I have another mushrooms.
What do we want now?
I want the game to show me when you guys have items, so I don't randomly just die.
Mm.
Oh my
I will
god,
say-
it's just like the dual screen era.
I will say, but like a James Bond game that is kind of like set up the way that I understand the Hitman games to play. I haven't actually played them. Would be interesting because on the 64, one thing I really liked about the Mission Impossible game is that it felt closer to like what the movie was like. Like, of course, GoldenEye was king, but I like the fact that Mission Impossible felt kind of like authentic in that way.
Okay.
Yeah, it felt fun. It was like that first level we're just stuck on.
Was that?
Like the first level. I think it was the first level. Of,
Oh, yeah,
Mission
well, that's-
Impossible.
Damn one? Yeah, I know.
It's just we just kept messing around on that one. Oh gosh.
I don't think there were any other, not surprising third parties, but just any other third parties that we haven't really
Well,
liked.
see,
Because
that's
so
this
there
is
wasn't a lot of first party games, but they were big enough to still make waves to say what's coming out on launch or launch window for Switch 2. But
Silk Song.
oh yeah, Silk Song.
we
Delta
don't talk about
Force
that.
4, which I had to spend
Oh my
all
God.
of the second convincing my friend was not an April Fool's joke after last year.
Who's gonna get the
God.
reveal for the release?
Let's go to
date?
Sunday again.
Hades 2, finally I can buy all 3 games full now.
Undertale is not full. Undertale is supposed to have a total of 7 parts. We're only halfway.
Are you kidding me?
I am not kidding you in the
You mean
slightest.
Deltarune?
The official statement for Deltarune
But,
is 7 parts.
But I'll
Dude,
wait
how many
for it
times
to
is that-
finally
that's
end,
right.
so I can finally play it in full. I am not doing this Walking Dead thing. I am not doing that.
Walking
It's
Dead.
funny that you mentioned Walking Dead because I heard that the episodes for Deltarune almost feel like a full game. So I
They
don't
are
know
full game.
what people. Yeah. Okay. So yeah.
Because
I think people
most
are
of the time they
confused
do
thinking
release
that-
for free, so like
Yeah.
Yeah,
1 and
you-
2 were free, I believe.
Then why are they calling it like the chapter system?
Yeah.
Dang
Dang it.
So regardless
because
of how
it's
you
still a
look at
consistent
chapters,
story.
yeah, regardless of how you look at chapters in games or books or episodics for games and stuff like that, people just assume it's going to be a 2, 3, 4 hour romp. But I was assuming, this is probably Fox. He doesn't mess around.
Are the other chapters gonna be free too?
No, I think those are bots. 3 and 4. And especially with
Yeah.
the launch edition, you have to pay for all that together.
So basically,
Well, let's
like
say
Back
this-
to the Future, then.
I thought they said
Toby
updates
Fox
were
is
free.
stealing. Toby Fox is stealing from Back to the Future now. Admit it.
We're talking about updates are free.
You have to go back to the future.
Huh?
We're talking about updates are free.
For Deltarune? That's what I thought I read somewhere.
Chapter 1 and 2, but
Yeah, chapter
since
1 and
3
2 are
4
free.
Yeah, but the launch edition with 3 and 4, you have to pay for those. I don't know if they
Well,
They
no,
back
let's
the
just.
more
what
price.
is
'Cause I know
it
they're-
tonight?
I know they were free on the
Hmm?
Switch.
yeah.
I swear to God, every race we've done tonight, I'm like, all right, it's lap 3, I'm done, and then just,
And then
nope.
it's- And then it's not.
I will say, I wonder if there will be another Switch 2 game direct, or if it'll be like more of a summer showcase thing, because it just seems there's a lot of third parties that didn't seem as
Yeah, like
represented or something. I don't know. I feel
Yeah,
like they're all
I feel
like
like-
that.
Well,
And
there is going
Ubisoft.
to be that World's Direct coming later on this month.
Yeah, yeah, like Ubisoft.
Yeah,
Were they? They weren't anywhere in there, were they?
Nope.
I'm okay with
Ubisoft.
that. Ubisoft as a
Yeah.
company can go into a pit and
Yeah.
stop existing.
Yeah. They only had
And what if they had
on.
like another
I'm not
Mario
going to agree the
Rabbids?
opinions with that, but yeah.
Didn't they close that company down?
That doesn't mean they still can't.
What
make
company
another
down?
The,
Ubisoft?
what-
one. Mario
the team that
Rabbids.
made the Mario Rabbids games.
They closed
Those
it
are
down.
I
good
know
games,
the-
actually.
I know the
but like,
director left.
I don't want the
Bird.
IPs to
Game
disappear. I want
Over.
Ubisoft, the company, to disappear. Like Assassin's Creed, all the other stuff can go to other people. Ubisoft just
Hmm.
needs to stop existing.
What about Rayman? Then again, nobody tries to. They made
Yeah.
Rayman.
No, Rayman had some
Rayman-
solid games in the 2000s
Yeah, Rayman,
when they.
Rayman Legends was good.
Yeah. Why haven't they done anything with Rayman? Screw those rabbits. Give.
Gotta go
Rayman
fast.
a time.
I know. You know the
They
cartoon
treat-
Nickelodeon with the rabbits.
They treat Rayman like Mega Man.
They
No,
found
they-
their
Mega-
minions, and then
Mega
Rayman
Man-
fell by the wayside.
Pretty much.
Man, you really hate the Rabbids.
They were minions
mind
before
that.
the minions
Listen,
were
I
minions.
used to
I
hate
will
them
actually
too.
say Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle and the other associated games are good. They're really
Oh,
good
okay.
games.
Mhm.
I don't think that they're bad games. I do not like the Rabbids as character concepts,
Mm.
but I'm not going to say that those aren't good games.
Oh crap.
Because
Look, if you
for
wanna
me,
play
the
it-
rabbit. I think the rabbits getting in popularity slowed Rayman down for the longest
For sure.
time. It was all about the
Let's
rabbits,
say-
and that's why I hate them.
$10, please.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Again, the rabbits are just Ubisoft minions. That's all they are.
Yep.
Exactly. Also, there's
So minions copy the rabbits then?
Yeah.
I think the rabbits are worse because their only gimmick is that they scream.
They're learning slowly how to talk.
I think the minions are better because at least they have more expressions to them.
At least they have their own language.
It's not saying a whole lot.
They have expressions. So does DK.
Make emotes.
So do I. Mostly
Yeah.
rage. Fucking boomerang. Where the f that come from?
That was me.
There's some
Leo.
It was
Rage
me,
against the
Austin.
dying
It
of
was-
light.
Well, have your own medicine.
Brooklyn Rage.
Okay. Brooklyn Rage.
Yes.
I just know what
Minus
you
the
said.
rage is still just a rat in a cage.
Dang.
Despite all my rage, I'm still just a rat in a cage. What's with the
I'm
Yu-Gi-Oh?
driving here, you star.
What's with the Yu-Gi-Oh? The bridge
Nice.
preferences nowadays.
Despite all my rage, still just a rat in cages. Not a Yu-Gi-Oh reference.
But
Brooklyn Rage. Brooklyn Rage.
a bridge Yami does say it.
Yeah, he says it. It's not
No.
from that, so it's not that.
Oh, yeah.
Reference for what it's worth.
I'm kind of
That'd be
sad that
you
Hyena's
said
not
it.
here.
Now I'm going to attribute it to like. Despite all my rage, I'm still a rat in the cage. Danny. No, people are gonna look at that and be like, "No, that's not how that reference works."
I'm sad that
Did you
Hyena's
say
not
something
here.
about Hyena?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I heard you thought you say something about Hyena.
yeah, because
Is
he
there
would
any
be,
other-
because he would be
Go ahead.
happy to be able to play as the cave bird.
Yeah, that's true.
Wait, that's a playable character?
Yes.
Yeah, the swoop is.
So is the penguin, which Chippy is super happy about.
I get that, and
So
maybe
that-
you can play as a pile of sand. I don't know.
Penguin,
I
snowman.
know one person.
So see,
I know one person who wouldn't want to be a penguin in that game.
so that's the thing. So when Shippy plays as the penguin, every time we're on an ice map, we just have to knock him off the side. It's tradition.
Do we? That's like saying every time someone plays as a cow, we should tip them.
Well, you know
And?
what?
Yeah.
the carts can tip.
Okay,
The
so
cart can tip,
Ding.
pinball jump, and do all this Sonic Adventures bullshit that I'm not going to be any good at.
Oh gosh, you sound
And
like you're
ev-
not gonna like this game
Sonic-
either.
Sonic Adventure.
Oh no,
2
I'm gonna
wasn't
like this
good,
game.
but
I'm
that
just gonna
was-
suck ass at it, and I've already accepted that fact. Like,
To be fair,
when Chippy
Sonic
and I were
Adventure
looking at the
2
direct, I looked them dead in the eye and went, "Chippy, I'm going to be so bad at this game."
Sonic Adventure 2 does not have the best rail grind controls.
Oh gosh.
It has been
Yeah, I
superseded.
can't think of other third-party games outside of the ones that seem obvious and were so cool, but
Oh,
Real
what the-
is like, Chippy, I'm gonna be at it. I'm gonna be at this game. I can't wait.
I mean,
I'm just
both
hoping
statements are
that-
true.
I'm just hoping that 2K learned their lesson from 2K18 and actually make the game competent for the Switch too. But that's
Actually-
just a lot of ifs.
Yeah, actually develop it instead of giving it to a blind squirrel to develop.
that's not funny.
I gotta be hating on the blonde squirrel.
That's what they did.
I know that's what they're also called, but still. I've never
It's
seen
weird
it
that like
clean.
To be
It's
fair, it could be worse. It could be 2K20.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Oh god, wait. Wait, is that the one when they
Ding.
switched developers?
Yeah.
No, that was the next. Wait, what?
No,
That was the later.
no,
one.
it was after that one.
Ah.
I think.
Wait, where do? What? My Crazy 8 disappeared without me actually getting all the stuff out of my
No.
Crazy 8.
Ooh.
Oh no, I'm going to lose.
It was either
Okay,
after
we
that
don't
one or
know
like
who.
during that one.
Because I should have seen
All
the
right.
boo come by and like laugh at me.
And first place, finally.
And last place, always.
Yeah, it's so funny. Before we all found out the price after the direct, like I personally rated that direct like 9 out of 10. Not to say most people around that are just 10, but it's still 9 out of 10 even after the price and the console and even the games. It's like I think Nintendo has a lot going for them, more so against them than the prices of the games. They have a lot going for them because of the momentum of the Switch and what they've shown here. They have a lot of potential.
Yeah, so here's the thing, though. It's like they never reveal prices for games during directs, though.
True. Yeah, that's true. I think we're mixing up when they did the presentation of the Switch back in 2017.
Yeah.
But that wasn't a
That wasn't-
direct.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not saying that we didn't expect that, even though it was weird that why would they provide a date but not a price? But yeah, I'm not saying that's a weird expectation, but yeah.
To be fair, it could be worse in them fumbling it like
Oh, I went
Sony
to talk
did
to
with
Blur.
the PS3.
Yeah.
It's alright, at least you didn't do what the brothers did.
So people could say that Nintendo's having their PlayStation 2 to PlayStation 3 moment. It's like, we're riding high. We sold 160 million consoles and we didn't realize in 12 years later that we sold 160. So let's do some rip-offs.
For
Didn't like Sony say that-
$599 US dollars.
Didn't Sony say like get a second job? You couldn't afford it.
Yeah.
No, I think that was Xbox, wasn't that?
No,
when they said
that was
Oh,
Sony.
no.
That was literally,
Oh,
I think Kaz Hirai, I think may have said.
Yeah, I'm
Or Ken Kutaragi.
I'm mixing up when who's this guy who's the president of Xbox during the Xbox One? What was that guy's name again?
Steve Ballmer.
Only one I know of that was a president of Xbox was, I thought it was Phil Spencer.
Well, yeah, before Phil Spencer, there was another guy, and he made a comment about, oh, if you don't want to play the Xbox One, just play a 360. It's like, who says that?
That was in regards to the digital games.
Yeah, the DRM thing. That's like Nintendo saying that, okay, you can't afford Switch 2, then play Switch. I think Nintendo would say that without actually really saying that, but yeah.
Well, see,
Okay, the fuck is just happened? I threw my bomb backwards and I dropped it at my feet and then died.
Nice.
Okay, okay, that was weird.
It's
This
not
game
Mario
is-
Kart. That's
this
not how
game
this
is
works.
Yes,
this game's has been out to get Rio.
for sure.
The last 10 years.
Always
Yeah.
feels like somebody's watching him. But he's not-
Just
Yeah,
sounds
right.
like-
I'm glad you finally
it's-
understand.
It's not about
First
getting
we have
better.
to
It's
overcome.
just, I don't know. Yeah.
I almost made that same mistake, whoever that was. Purple beard.
Thinking about PlayStation, Ridge Racer. Ridge
Like the game
Racer.
didn't show up till I started making the turn, and I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
I would like a new
Yeah,
Ridge
dang
Racer
it.
game. It's been a very long while.
That's
There's an
why I'm
old one
kind of
coming out.
hoping, yeah, that the NSO versions for both Ridge Racer and for what's it? What the what? What? No, I was in the cave for the shortcut and I literally got caught on an invisible wall and could not move.
Oh, I saw you. I didn't know that was you.
Yeah, I was stuck on an invisible. I literally could not move. That's some bullshit.
So
You're
we
so
haven't
fast,
talked.
pal.
We haven't talked about Metroid Prime 4 yet, even though
I
that
talked
one's
about it a
been-
little bit, saying that on Switch 2 it looks exactly the same, but we could talk about it more, yeah.
It looks
Oh, it
legit.
looks a little
Oh, I
bit
guess
better.
we
You look
haven't
at the
talked about it enough.
But
Yeah,
still,
obviously.
4K and 120 frames per second support. Yeah.
I know that's crazy.
Yeah, I think it's for quality mode is. I think
Quality, yeah,
it's
quality
1080,
4K.
10, yeah,
Yeah.
it's 1080 120, and then the performance is 4K 60 frames per second. Because like to do 4K and 120, that's a lot.
Yeah.
They're doing like PlayStation 5 games or any other games of this generation struggle to hit both of those. It's either one or the other or somewhere in between.
Do you
Can't believe we
think?
got like modern hardware now.
Quality
Do you
4K 60, and then performance was 1080
1080, 120, yeah.
Do you think
Yeah.
it will go for 80 or 90 in that case?
For that, I think it'd probably be 80. I'll be surprised if they charge 90 for MP4. Like, you're not helping the cause for it to sell more if you're gonna sell it more than Mario Kart World. No offense to both of those games and what they can pull in sales. What is like, you trying to earn more revenue than saying that you sold more?
It'll be
I thought, dude,
80.
like the Switch version would be
Maybe
like,
if the quality is good enough, then that's probably your reasoning. But that's just me, anyways.
Yeah, I'm
That's
thinking.
That's the only reason I think about Worlds in that logistic is that they have enough content to justify it. But that's just me and my
I
theory.
don't think they're gonna charge 80. And it's gonna be 80 on the Switch too.
Yeah, if it's $60 on the Switch one, yeah.
DLC, you're at 80 anyway.
I think it's gonna be 60 on Switch. They're not gonna touch
I don't
it.
think we're gonna have it on Switch for Worlds.
No, they're talking about Metroid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then again, they charge $70 for Tears of the Kingdom, so maybe it may be 70, not 80 on Switch, maybe then? If they're not going for 60?
That's the MP that you were talking about. My bad. I thought you were talking about Mario Party 4.
Oh, what did you say, MP4?
Random on top of random.
I guess when they say MP4.
Because that's the only logical thing. Because that's the only thing. If we have the current Mario Party Nintendo 64 games currently, and we're going to get the GameCube games, then obviously we're probably going to get
The worst Mario Party.
in the future.
We'll get the worst Mario Party, and we're gonna end up playing it.
That's to be crazy.
In the store.
Yeah, but we'll also get the best Mario Party.
In terms of mini games.
And y'all will get dominated in domination.
Like Mario Party 6 is fantastic. It's my favorite Mario Party, and no, I think
sorry about
3
that,
is my
but
favorite
I'm
Mario Party. 6 is pretty close though.
I mean, I liked 5 and 6.
Yes.
Like, better than 4.
Oh, you say it's so late. Oh, I missed.
No, I don't need all these.
If we're getting GameCube, doesn't mean we're not gonna get like the HD Wind Waker and Twilight Princess.
Yay!
Nice stuff.
Yeah, not getting HD Twilight
See, then
Princess
hopefully
and Wind
we
Waker
get
sucks.
5 and 6 as games. At least
Ooh.
we are
See ya,
getting
PB.
Wind Waker though.
Wow, PB left with the quickness.
Yeah, but not
Down
HD.
with the quickness.
I don't know if we're still getting that or not.
Getting what?
Yeah.
Wind Waker
The
or
HD.
Twilight Princess HD. 'cause we got
Yeah.
so.
Man,
Yeah.
those
To
have
be honest-
those have been rumored for like the entire life of the Switch. I don't think we're getting those.
At least I
Okay.
We're not getting them.
So
at
didn't
least
people
we're-
were saying that about Xenoblade Chronicles X, and we eventually got that?
I don't know anybody who was saying that about Xenoblade Chronicles X, but
They weren't saying that
um,
until like Wii U games were getting remastered.
Yeah,
I
I think
suppose so. I'm gonna say that's
once Tokyo Mirage Sessions came over, hey, the floodgates were open.
To be fair, we'll finally give half of Radiance so we don't have to go on eBay and pay a leg's worth for it.
speaking of which, Chibi Robo.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
the game's really good.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was never thinking of
You have to
getting
pay $1 billion for it if you want to play it otherwise.
half of Radiance
I already
anyways.
had that
Well, not to
game
say I wasn't
so-
interested, but yeah.
You know, if they end up putting it on there, custom Robo.
I was just thinking the same.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Custom Robo would be great. You know, it'd be even better. Another custom Robo game.
Custom Robo.
Does Nintendo still own the rights to that?
What is it? The new Gundam game though, Gundam Build Fighters is actually pretty close in like how the game plays and feels.
I think custom Robo in the arcades too.
Oh, speaking of robots, when everyone saw that mech game for that Daemon Ex Machina thing, did anyone
Daemon
think
Ex
that was
Machina
that
2?
game? Yeah.
I played the original game. It's Monster Hunter with giant robots. It's gonna be fucking fantastic if it's anywhere as good as the first one was.
Yeah, I own that game too, but I'm just saying that when we saw that in the direct, did anyone knew what that was?
No.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
First
not
suck.
really.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like the character
Hmm.
looked familiar, but I didn't know what it was.
Yeah, the moment I saw the character
Like,
design, I'm like, well, it's definitely
seeing the
not
mech,
Xenoblade.
seeing the mech, I thought it was Damon X Machina.
For me,
Hmm.
I thought it was going to be another Xenoblade Chronicles X game.
I thought it was something new with
Graphics and-
Xeno. But before they even showed up, because like the title showed up like obviously at the end, but I think when they said Arsenal, and the guy was saying that I'm a mercenary, I'm selling and you're buying, and that's when I kind of clued in. I was like, oh,
And then I was thinking about
Arsenal, up your Arsenal.
Okay.
Okay, Ratchet.
Arsenal from Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of
Arsenal
Liberty.
gear.
Man, it's taking
There's a
so
lot of
long.
people named Arsenal, man.
I'm talking about that one tank thing or whatever from Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty.
Sons of
You
Liberty.
could say I have an arsenal of a mouth. Actually, no, that title probably goes to Rio, not me.
What?
Speaking of Fire Emblem, do you think there's a possibility we'd ever get Genealogy of the Holy War?
If they
That's what
remake
I'm
it.
wondering if they're remaking it, because I think that's been talked about not almost as much as getting the Twilight Princess and Wind Waker games, but yeah, I don't know what's happened with that. Nintendo still feel like they're hiding a lot of things, but they revealed a lot. So I was like, what else could they still be holding back? And with the release of Switch 2 on June 5th, and that's before Summer Game Fest. Summer Game Fest is setting itself up for, even though Nintendo's never been really big involved in that. So I don't know if they're going to be involved in Summer Game Fest this year. They're definitely going to have their own thing sometime in June, and I think we're going to hear more titles for both Switch and Switch 2. Because it kind of makes me wonder, when are we going to hear the release date for MP4? Because I think June has to be the latest, because if we don't hear anything beyond June, I have to kind of assume the thing is delayed. But why? And don't tell me it's because of Switch 2, because that doesn't make any sense. Because why show?
Well, it was
full
given a
versions of the
2025 release date. It's like,
Yeah.
it can't be delayed.
No. I'm saying that if we don't hear a release date for that game by June, I'm gonna assume it's delayed, because that's like 6 months. Like, how much more time do you need to let us know when the game is gonna release? That's what I'm saying.
It'll probably be September.
Yeah, if they say
And
June.
for me, the perfect time for that game would be October.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Not to say there's
That's
no
fine, too.
September games for at least for Switch and Switch 2 right now,
Yeah.
but
If I would imagine a horror theme an originator of horror games in particular, I would imagine Metroid Prime 4 being slated perfectly in the October area.
oh,
But hey,
so
Metroid Prime Remastered came out like in March or February
It's
in
it was February. It was
2023.
February. Yeah, 23. Yeah.
Yeah, the physical
No,
came
I
out
mean-
later.
Hmm.
So, meh, that's just my theory
Excuse
anyways.
me.
So, is anyone here gonna get the Jamboree TV here? Because I'm not.
Probably me, but meh.
Probably not.
Like,
We don't really
us-
play that
I-
much Jamboree.
I'd rather
Hmm.
get expansion stuff for Kirby and the Forgotten Lands. I'm probably the only
Yeah.
one in this chat who's excited for that. Or
No.
For Kirby? No, not by a long
Yeah, yeah, me too. I think you don't talk among us a
Yeah, we haven't
lot
beaten
that
it yet.
there's a lot of people who like Kirby. So like when I was gonna mention Jamboree, I was gonna mention Kirby afterwards. My reasoning outside of what Crazy just said, even though we don't play it often, it's the same way how I feel about Nintendo Switch Sports. And when I say this, people say it's a stupid reason, but it's my reason. I don't get Nintendo Switch Sports because there's a game on there that I won't play that you may or may not need the leg strap to play soccer with. It's the same way how I feel at Jamboree. Most of the new games requires the camera. So I'm not going to be playing the game that I'm not getting a camera that I'm not going to get or use. So it just seems pointless and a waste of money.
Well, give me a
and the
moment.
Kirby and the Forgotten Lands is maybe the best Kirby game. Well, it's that or tied with Planet Robobots.
It's sold 9 million. I'm not sure that's the most sold Kirby game ever, but yeah.
it's my favorite one to be in particular. Actually, it's tied with Planet Robobot, but both are really good.
I think Forgotten Land is a smidge better than Kirby Robobot, but yeah, most people when that game came out, I was like, yeah. But I think before then, Triple Deluxe was a really good game, and then Robobot came out. I was like, oh, that just tops it. So it's like,
And
I still have to
and
play
then
both of those.
everybody-
Kirby 64.
And then
Sadness
everybody,
game.
and then everybody says meh to Star Allies. It was a good game.
Yeah, it was a good game.
Right.
It was a great game.
It
Me and
was
my
a
brother
good
had
game for
fun
the
with
first
that.
game on the Switch, but
Me and my brother had fun with it.
Yeah.
You could watch that on my channel.
plugging the fun.
Yeah, gotta plug everything.
What about Kirby's
Oh.
Adventure?
Yeah.
Played Nightmare
did
in
you say?
Dreamland.
Dreamland
Adventure.
was epic. I'll give you that. I think
Dreamland 2 is better, and Dreamland 3. Pretty good.
Dreamland 2 is underrated as all heck. But I think Nightmare in Dreamland is better.
Yeah.
I like the original one better.
So I actually like have to play through that one. Oopsie.
Dreamland 2, it's not really that bad, but getting to the final boss, actual true final boss, you have to go through some hoops. But in today's world, that's not really much of a problem.
So is anyone gonna get
You guys have
okay. Good night,
Uh,
Rio.
see
Good
you,
night,
Rio.
sis. Is anyone gonna get that Bravely Default remaster?
No.
Yeah, I'm seeing it with me.
Maybe not. I mean, I currently still need to play a good amount of other Square games like Final.
I want to check something real quick.
Final Fantasy 16.
That's not where I
maybe,
wanted to go.
But who knows? I'm ignoring 13 currently because hasn't been generally received well as others claimed it to be. 15 is like a broken mess that I think 16 is actually better in those regards.
You're talking about Final Fantasy?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
What
So
they
he's
did
like
with
13.
15 is like it was decent, but how they handled the DLC stuff was
The heck
kind
is
of
going
its
on
worst
here?
problem.
Yeah. What was I gonna say again? Not to say that before anyone, because we obviously when they were announcing all these games, we didn't know the price and how to get the games because if anyone wasn't aware, Bravely Default is
It's
not going to be
Bravely,
coming
dang.
fully. Huh?
No, I was just trying to.
Default. That game is not going to be fully on the game card, and now they're having a thing called a game key where you put in the cards and it takes you to a code to like download the game. Which I don't know. That game doesn't look intensive. That Square Enix is just cheaping out. Like I kind of get it for Street Fighter 6, but seriously, Square Enix, gosh, you're so
It's just
cheap.
confusing because it's basically like what they're already doing with things now.
It's basically giving you the label.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they did some stuff like that before. Like,
yeah.
Not only they did have those digital only things like Fortnite. It's not the first time, but it's getting more noticeable with the Switch 2.
Well, yeah, but I think they're going about it in a better way to making the developers choose, because there wasn't a plan around if games were too big outside of CD Projekt Red putting Witcher 3 and again Cyberpunk, because Witcher used a 32 gigabyte card and they're using a 64, which they had 64 ones for Switch. So it started to make me feel that either 64 cards got cheaper, which I don't know how that's even possible in that Cyberpunk, or CD Projekt Red has a deal with Nintendo that they can get cheaper cartridges for the most
Yeah.
big ones. I really don't know.
Speaking
Might be-
about cards or whatever, let's see here. I think, let's see here. I forgot how they're handling the micro SD cards or whatever.
Oh, they have to
That's
be.
what-
Express cards.
Yeah.
Or start buying
Yeah,
them
that
now.
is a that's
Stop
a
with the
weird
Japan.
kind of card or whatever it's called. I'm not sure about the specifics of that, but
The
it's
cards that they're talking about, the express ones, they run and load faster. So that's just what it is, because the system itself just loads things faster. So the extended memory has to match that, match the game cards, because the game cards load things faster, because they showed how fast. Oh, go ahead.
I've never heard of the Express SD cards until just.
I believe those are
that's it.
cards because like people use certain SD cards for, you know, high fidelity, whatever you call those DSLR cameras. Those ones are used for much heavy duty ones, these express ones. But yeah, Nintendo's just tapping into that to match the speeds of current loading and how the game cards for Switch 2 work. So they're just trying to make sure everything's on par. So I think they just program it, because I think you can probably hijack it on. I hope that doesn't happen with the Switch 2, not as fast as how the Switch does. That you probably could put normal SD cards in there, but for now they probably set it up that you can only put express cards in there.
I mean, they've probably been a thing. It's just that since there's so many micro SD cards, or like SD cards in general, that have like different versions of them, like fast, extreme, like expanded. I don't know if expanded's one, but it's like they have like so many other ones that like they'll be like lost in like the shuffle, basically.
Oh, okay. I guess
Whenever
that
you're
makes
gonna
sense.
get
But
confused with Extreme and Express.
yeah, I almost got confused with that, and I did a little bit of research. Cause like I heard the expresses, and I heard rumors that the Switch 2 is going to be needing to use that, but until it was confirmed, that's when I started to do more research to see what's going on. So, but yeah, like I said, they're giving the developers a choice with the whole game key card thing. So yeah, you're going to be seeing that more, because Nintendo didn't have a plan back with the Switch, and they just had to hastily put on the box, oh, you had to download the rest of the game. But now it's just going to be like that. It's just a shame with Bravely Default. And that isn't the reason why I'm not getting it, because it's not a full game on there. I just don't think it's worth replay. Like, it's a good game, but nah.
Like, I just can't wait to play Hades 2. I played the beta or whatever version on the that Stream OLED theme. Darn it.
The Steam Deck.
There we go, Steam Deck. Thank you. I played the beta version of it at least like last year or whatever. I'm like, okay, but there definitely needs to be more content. I beat the quote unquote final boss of that, but oh gods, I have to remember fighting against that stupid final boss again. He's worse than Hades. Absolutely worse. There's only one reason why I hate them.
It feels like that's probably one of those bosses where it takes you forever to actually beat them, and then when you're about to beat them, they unleash a one-hit kill attack.
There's usually a pattern if you pick up on that, but if it kills you every time, how do you prevent that? Try again.
It's not only that. It's not only that, but he has one thing that disables one of the most critical parts of gaming that you would want to do in a big fight like that.
I feel like it's dodging.
Do you know the thing called pause button?
Oh.
They outright say nope to that, and you have to fight them. So even if your hands feel like cramped, you're going to have to fight him even like that. He will not give you a moment to pause at all.
But on the Switch, you have the home button. Unless they somehow disable that. So.
Oh my god, that would be even worse.
Well, I'm going to head out, guys. So I will see you next time. And the only person who's here for Smash on Saturday is Crazy, which you already confirmed. I don't think anyone else confirmed, but yeah. So see you on Saturday, Crazy.
Okay.
Okay, good races, everyone.
Good
Night.
races.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I wanted to bring up something else, but it's like with all the talking, I completely forgot what it was.
Sorry.
Yeah, it was about like the whole game key thing, with like all the misinformation going out, which is weird because it's like they revealed the game cards. They revealed just like the physical game card in the direct, and then it's like you have people saying, it's like you have people seeing the game key thing on the site, and then they think it's like, and then those people think all the games are like this. And then you have people spreading that around, and then everybody's believing it, and then they're bashing Nintendo for that, like they're bashing them for everything else. But I mean, if you guys take time to like actually either watch the direct or like watch certain parts of it, like about the console and stuff like that, then you wouldn't get confused by the game key thing.
Same thing with the $90 price tag thing.
Yeah, I think that came from Europe because it said like, oh, someplace in Europe it's like cheaper digitally, just physically.
Yeah.
Because like I think Jeff Keighley saw that and then posted about it, and then everybody believed it because it's Jeff Keighley.
I accidentally got it from another guy who plays video games a lot, and I think they got misinformed, or then I got misinformed.
People trying to be the first for like put out information. That, like,
I think one of the things that tipped me off is like, wait a minute, this is in euros. What's going on here? Yeah.
It's like it's conversion rates. I think like somebody like did they either did like a conversion rate thing, or like they just thought that since it was just 10 euros higher, it'd just be $10 higher here.
Yeah.
What is that? Like so much stuff, man. It's like before with you can go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I guess. Yeah, speaking of Cyberpunk earlier, I was thinking back with The Witcher 3 and how they touted, oh, we managed to fit the entire game plus expansions in one cart. I hope they do the same with Cyberpunk. Yeah, because I did hear they're gonna put in a 64 cart, maybe. I hope it's true.
I mean, because it is the Ultimate Edition, so I mean, they'll probably have some stuff on there. It's like if it doesn't have everything, but like we'll see. If it doesn't have everything, then that'd be weird. But I mean, we'll see.
Well, unlike Genealogy of the Holy War, there is one game that I'm finally glad they released a game they released last year in a collection, no doubt. Ace Attorney Investigations 2, baby. I was really happy when that game finally came out. It was the only Ace Attorney game that I still haven't played, but that's just because I've been streaming the first game to see what has been changed here and there. And mark my words, this will be Ace Attorney April for me, where I will finally play both games and beat them by the end of this.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, because I'm just
going to be 80 on like other systems. So that's how much the Ultimate Edition is.
You can
did they release a price?
What?
Did they release a price for it yet?
Not for Switch, I don't think. But if you look on like Xbox, it's like 80 for the Ultimate Edition.
I mean, we'll see.
Wait, what are we talking about now? Cyberpunk?
Yeah, he just brought up Cyberpunk randomly.
Oh, okay.
We were talking about it earlier.
We were, but
Right.
Yeah.
We somehow came back to that conversation. Okay.
I mean, we'll see what happens with that, because
Well,
I
at
mean, I think,
least,
yeah.
well, Keanu Reeves will take your breath away with the new John Wick stuff. That's slated for this year, maybe.
Oh, what's up, Sig? How you doing? I know, like with the Ace Attorney stuff. What I was saying. Actually, I just got back to investigations because I'm playing through the first one again. Because I had stopped on
Yeah.
the third case. Yeah, I stopped on there, beat that one. I'm on the fourth case now.
The fourth case, I think, is the best of all 5 of those cases, honestly.
I mean, I could see that. I'm still going through it though.
Yeah.
I don't like the last one's like the worst one, but it's like I'll get to that one when I get back to that one.
The fifth one is not the worst one, but it is the most disappointing one.
Yeah.
For me, the worst one would have to be, let's see here. Worst one, I think, would be the third one, even though it does have its parts, or at least its good moments.
Oh,
From which game?
Oh, it's Attorney Investigations. It's the
Oh.
worst one out of the third case is the worst one out of that game, in my opinion.
Oh, at the amusement park one?
Yeah, pretty much.
It kind of sucks because like I was because on that one I was at like one of the I guess like one of the rebuttals, and I just couldn't get past one of them because like I was thinking that this statement doesn't make sense. I presented pretty much everything on that statement and like nothing would go through. So I actually used story mode to figure out like which one it was. And it was an entirely different statement with like one piece of evidence that didn't really seem like it would like go with that one. But then like after I like kept going with the dialogue after the fact, it's like, okay, that makes sense.
To be fair, not all of that case makes sense in particular. But there are two things that it brought to the series, and Keith Faraday and Shilong Lane are probably the only best parts that came from that case. Everything else is either mediocre or garbage.
Yeah, it was because I think I stopped on that one like months ago because like I was kind of bored, like with like trying to like go through that and like go through like the testimonies and junk like that. It was weird.
Honestly, the case after it is so much better. So much better.
So have you played the second one yet, or were you just waiting?
Here's the thing. I've actually hold on a moment.
I mean, since you got the collection.
Let's see here. I haven't quote unquote played it, but the thing is that I've seen people play the unofficial unofficial fan translations before this game ever came out. So yeah.
Okay. Huh. Now, this is like what Alien Boy posted about Cyberpunk. Okay, so it'll be $70. Interesting.
Yeah, that's cool. Anyways, I've seen the unofficial. I've seen gameplay of the unofficial version of it, but I was thinking to myself for the longest time, I'm not going to wait until the official release comes out, because this isn't going to be like Mother 3 or Genealogy of the Holy Word to me. This is actual sacred grounds to me. Until Capcom finally releases the game, I'm not playing it anytime soon.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So last year, I was the most giddy when the news broke out. I was the most hyped. You know how back in the website days, I would always want that game to be released, and I finally changed my banner or whatever and screamed to the heavens when it was finally announced. I was probably one of the few people that actually cared when it finally was officially released.
Yeah, it's like,
Because it was...
it's just one of those games that is like, you're bringing every other game from the series, putting them in collections, and like releasing them, except for this one game you decided not to translate and bring over. And now, like, you finally did it.
And it was a BS reason why they didn't do it beforehand, because it was like, they said it was too violent or whatever. Hypocrites when Dual Destinies came out with an M rating. If they wanted to release Ace Attorney Investigations 2 out in the West, they could have at least put an M rating for that.
Yeah, I think like the main thing with Dual Destinies was that it was digital only over here. So that's probably the only reason that they did that for Dual Destinies. Otherwise, it probably wouldn't have come out. I would think.
So, at least now, well, mostly physically, you can...
Okay, I think I'm muted on Discord.
At least I can finally say, yes, they finally did it. They finally released most of the Ace Attorney games on these platforms, except for the obvious one, but I'm not sure if anybody cares about the crossover.
Yeah, it's probably the only one that they need to bring over. Otherwise, where's the new game?
Yeah, what is the new game? I mean, they've
Yeah,
already
no.
announced the new Professor Layton game for the Switch 2, and now now Ace Attorney fans have to wait for probably, like, what, another 10 years or so? This has been the longest time for us waiting for another Ace Attorney game since, like, since Trials and Tribulations to Apollo Justice, maybe, but that's probably stretching it. Well, probably not stretching it for those in Japan that had to probably wait. Actually, I don't... Maybe it was like that for Japan, if that had to be the case. I forgot if Japan got, like, the updated DS ports for the Ace Attorney trilogy.
I'm pretty sure they did.
Forgot. Okay. Because I'm pretty sure Japan got the games for the GBA and maybe then for the DS. Who knows? The only thing they got, like, in reserve for the original Phoenix Wright game was the bonus game with bonus case with the DS stuff. But they never did anything else with that after the first game.
You mean like add like an additional case for every other game?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, why did they stop there with the first game if they were just going to make ports for the second and third game anyways?
Good point.
the original reason that they did it for the first port was to make sure that they weren't left out anyways. And there was a reason to get those DS ports.
You mean for Japan?
Yeah, pretty much.
I guess that makes sense. That's like probably another thing is like maybe
It would have been
It's
like,
like-
a definitive version in a case more content.
it's like maybe like story wise they might have been it's like probably like a few years away anyway. Kind of trying to set up for Apollo Justice with that fifth case in Ace Attorney, but they probably didn't want to. It's like they probably didn't either want to put like another case in the second and third game because either they couldn't really think of anything or they didn't think they needed any more like preparation for it.
I can
Like preparation for the
see the
story, I
ver-
mean.
I can see the reasoning for the second reason, but Dual Destinies and Spirit of Justice DLC say hello. You could have added another case like during the time frame of those two games, and that still would have worked.
Hmm.
I mean, Dual
I mean,
Destinies.
they
Dual
could have,
Destinies
but is this like the
Dual
main? Go ahead.
Dual Destiny's chronological time order is screw up anyways. It starts in medias res anyways to begin with.
I don't like the thing was with Rise from the Ashes was that it's like when it's like the thing is like when does it take place because Edgeworth is gone at the end of the game, so why is he back? And then it's like it's like since they didn't do like another case for like the other two games to like explain certain things or whatever, it's like those two games don't mention Rise from the Ashes.
Yeah, it's kind of screwed up something with the bonus case
Yeah.
kind of made things kind of like worse when it came for Justice for All in a sense, or at least screwed up things here and there as to why Edgeworth left or something. It kind of devalued him in a sense. I'm not sure. That's what some people got anyways.
Well, it's more along the lines of when they translated, well, when they made and then translated, well, when they made the second game, remade the second game, ported it to the DS or whatever, they didn't take that extra case into consideration. So they just left everything as it was. Which is like why some people were confused with that whole thing. With it like the initial ending being the fourth case rather than the extra fifth case that they added. So, yeah. It's like people say there's like a bunch of plot holes or whatever. It's like it was a great case either way.
Yeah, pretty much what I agree with some of the fans there.
It's like I'm somebody that liked the big top case Injustice for All. It's like I didn't hate it like everybody else does, is what I should say.
I'll say one thing: the anime does that game a lot more, that case a lot more justice.
Probably have to watch that again just to see.
There's
think
just
that-
one thing really uncomfortable about that case in particular.
Yeah. It's like we've talked about this before.
Yeah, pretty much. I am not going to repeat that again.
Get DL here. Okay, let me see. Okay, so that's on there. Now let me see something real quick. Be right back. Who left?
Actually, I'm just gonna leave right now and just probably go on with playing Ace Attorney Investigations while I start talking about it. Goodbye, y'all.
All right. Yeah.
Goodbye,
Y'all have a
everyone.
good. Y'all have a good night. Okay. That makes things easier. I was just gonna mute myself on Discord. So like yeah, like the cyberpunk thing. It's like I wanted to get to that, but like conversation and whatnot. So I guess it's apparently just going to be $70 on the Switch too. It's apparently going to be $80 on the Xbox Series. I guess like some retailers have it at that price, so you know. Yeah. So it's like I'm gonna just assume that you saw the Nintendo Direct for the Switch 2. On Steam. Cause like I guess like my only guess on like some of the pricing stuff for like games that are like older games, but like they had like a bunch of DLC and stuff like that, and it's like it's basically an edition of the game that like has everything in it. It's like maybe that's the reason. It just has everything in it. But it's like in that case, I would think they would have it at like probably the regular price of the original game that came out, and then lower the price of the like the original version of the game. To at least I guess like make up for like the pricing and stuff like that. So it's like if you get the original game and then get the DLC, it's like it'll be more. It's like it'll eventually cost more than if you got the Ultimate Edition. But it's like if you want the DLC, if you want all the DLC, just get the Ultimate Edition. You'll save money on it. Something like that. Which is probably, because like I would say the same thing for like the Nintendo Switch 2 edition of Breath of the Wild. It was like it had DLC. It had like I think it was a season pass or something like that. It had that. But it's like in the same vein, it's an 8-year-old game. It's an 8-year-old game. It's like it has all the DLC that came with it. It has visual and like it runs better and stuff like that. Better visuals and it runs better and stuff like that. So yeah. But yeah, probably just like I think like for the most part, like probably like what Nintendo's doing with Mario Kart World. is kind of basically what they did with Tears of the Kingdom. It's like basically pricing the game what they feel like it's worth, basically. It's like it'll be worth the $70 for Tears of the Kingdom. It'd be worth the $80 for Mario Kart World. Because I remember people back when Smash came out. They were saying they would have paid more for Smash because of like all the stuff that's in it. It's like now, I think now if like they came out with a new Smash that topped Ultimate, it's like there's like even more in there. It's like people wouldn't pay $100 for it, you would think. Because like it has a whole bunch more and all that. It's like is it worth $100 though? But nah, because like I was gonna bring this up when somebody brought it up and then Alien Boy said something. Because like he posted on Ninfora that it's like in one of the one of the topics complaining about like pricing and stuff like that. With like Rockstar like saying it's like they'll probably sell Grand Theft Auto 6 at $100. It's like they were thinking about this like sometime last year, I think, with the pricing. And now people think that with like the Nintendo Switch 2 stuff and whatnot, that Rockstar might actually go through with it and like charge $100 for Grand Theft Auto 6. But it's like, here's the thing: is like, would the game be worth it? It's like that's the main thing. It's like, does it have enough, and would it be worth it? Because like a lot of people, I think like with Grand Theft Auto, that is true as well. It's like the thing with Grand Theft Auto is like a lot of people do like playing the single player in Grand Theft Auto. Which is why a lot of people were mad when they dropped the single player DLC that they were planning and just went all in on GTA Online. Which is like something I was thinking about. It's like maybe they're taking so long with the game because they might be focusing on the GTA Online portion. And they want the online to be cross-play, cross-platform. It's like, that's a thought. I was like thinking like if they made it $100. Like if they made it $100, it's like I'm thinking for like the GTA fans or whatever, it's like I'm betting they would want more single player content rather than online content. Definitely. But it's like they've been working on this game so long. And it hasn't come out like Silk Song that it's like they wouldn't want them to like announce a release date and then like announce DLC like right after it. Like single player DLC. It's like you could have put this in the base game. And I guess like pricing games like so high, like $100 or something like that. It's like you price this game $100. The DLC better be free. It's like there should not be like day one DLC that I have to pay for on top of this $100 that you have me paying to get this game in the first place. It's like Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter is like I probably wouldn't spend $100 on it. Because I used to play that well, not religiously, but I used to play that a lot. Like Monster Hunter 3, Monster Hunter Tri, Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. I never got 4, but I got Generations on the 3DS. And then did I? Or did I think I got that on the Switch? Never mind. I like Rise. I haven't played the expansion. It's like Sunbreak or something. I think that's it. I haven't played that. I haven't played it in a while, but I liked how in Rise, like in comparison to Generations Ultimate, which I was talking about, did I get Generations on the 3DS? I know I got Ultimate, but I'm not sure if I got it on 3DS. Anyway, I like how in Rise, they took something from World and had the map connected to where there's like no loading screens. You didn't have to load other areas, so it's just like just the one map, and you're just going around and whatnot. No loading screens and stuff like that. I like that. I liked like the certain like abilities that you could use, like with your weapon. Yeah, they did have that on there. It's like I haven't played Rise in a while, so I'm just trying to remember like what you could do in it. I guess I'm kind of hoping that they bring Wilds over to the Switch too. But like, there's so many games. There's so many third-party games I want them to bring to the Switch too, because it will bring the WWE games over. They're apparently going to bring the Call of Duty games over, but it's like, who knows if I'm going to get into that again. I want them to bring Dragon Ball Sparking Zero over, because I was a fan of the Tenkaichi games. That, and it's like, was there anything else? Not that I can really think of. Yeah, it's like Call of Duty. Started on the Wii, went to the Wii U, and then just stopped playing it because they stopped releasing it on Nintendo consoles. I played up until Call of Duty Ghosts, which is like really old now. I'm thinking it was I think it was that game. That game or like another one. Which is probably Modern Warfare 3 on the Wii. That I had like, because like there were like certain like awards that you would get like during a match. Like if you did like a certain thing in it. Like, oh, you get the first. It's like, oh, you got the first knife kill in the match or something like that. Well, that's the one I'm mentioning because that's the one because they had leaderboards for that, and I was at the top of the leaderboard for that specific thing, like being able to get the first knife kill in a match. Which is weird because most of those is like me like it's like me just like reacting. It's like jump scare type things. As I see somebody come over, as I go around the corner, I see somebody just like pop up, and I just like, as I just hit the knife button randomly. It's like I get it, which sucks because it's like there was a certain point where like hacking was a thing, like on the Wii, which really sucked because like it really affected the Call of Duty stuff, like most stuff online really. And there was a point where there was somebody in the match that was hacking, and it's like it happened to like a bunch of people. It's like going through the match. I think like you would have to kill this person or something, and then it would boot you out of the lobby back to like the main screen. And then it's like the hack completely messes up your rank. Cause like your level rank or whatever. Cause like you level up to like a certain, it's like you level up to max, and then like you can prestige, and then it'll start you over, give you like a new badge or whatever. And you just keep going until like you get to max prestige or whatnot. Basically, a way like to just, I guess keep the rotation going rather than like, because you could like stay at a max level and like have every weapon, or you could like when you get the max level you can prestige, and like it'll take all that away. It'll give you another badge, and then you basically start over like weapon wise, and then level back up, and then you have to unlock every weapon again. Like stuff like that. That's why I didn't really prestige back then, but like I think during Black Ops 2 and Ghosts I just decided to, because like why not? But there was something that basically there was a hack that basically screwed up your like rank, your level rank or whatever for your profile. It would mess up some of your stats on the leaderboards, and like your little badge icon would disappear. So it's like a max level, but the icon's gone. And like if you look at my stats, it's like some of them are just like cranked up to like where it just says like leet all over again. So it's like at that point it's like I continued playing, but I basically had to explain to people like that have mics and stuff like that my account got hacked. So that's why you're seeing all this. I'm not a hacker. It's like if somebody was a hacker, why would they make themselves appear like that? It's like they'd want to stay under the radar, you would think. So it's like at that point, it's like some people would think that I was a hacker, but it's like I explained, it's like I got hacked. And it's like if you've seen other people like this, they've got hacked. And it's like there are basically, you've played with a bunch of people that this has happened to, and I'm pretty sure they've explained the whole thing, unless they're hackers themselves. And it's like that didn't affect the knife ranking thing. So it's like that was legit, but it's like that was legit, but like some of the other stats aren't, which sucks. And it's like I can't really prove it anymore. I can't prove it anymore because like the servers are down for it. But like I can't prove the knife thing, but I was number one at some point. I think like one other person was above me, but like their stats were hacked, so it's like I was the real number one. But yeah, it's like the Call of Duty games were fun. It's like I played them like by myself, but then it's like I'd have like longtime online friends that would like have the games and like I would play with them. It's like that made the games fun. Because it's like I'm still in contact with them, so yeah. Because like I'm not sure if like that'll ever happen again, like getting like all of us getting back into Call of Duty and stuff like that. But yeah, just having the option there. Just listen to music. Like what else? It's weird because like I'd say it wasn't as bad on the Wii that it would be like typically on Xbox or like PlayStation or something like that. Like the stuff that's like memed and all that. But I'd say it wasn't that bad. You'd have people like that, but like not all the time. But there's sometimes like it's like, I don't think I ever really did it, but I think it's sometimes fun to mess around with them. But it's like I've been on the end of like like acting cocky before a match and then going in and then get completely wrecked by them and then like them rubbing it in your face. And it's like, okay. It's like I'm thinking like, okay, it's like this is just fine. This is just fine. It's like I'm eating crow, but it's like it's not really affecting me that much. I was like, honestly, I would say that people sucked. Like on the other team. I think like for the most part it's like you end up mellowing from all of that. Kinda. I think I'll likely mellow if I play Project Winter more. Cause it seems like I haven't played in like a few days. Project Winter in a few days. But it's like it's like my main thing with that is it's like it takes forever for a match to open up or for like a lobby to get enough people in it. You get in there, you're dead within 5 minutes. It's like, especially like if you're a trader, it's like you're dead within like 5 minutes. It's like I'm trying to play crew, and then it's like last time I played, it's like I got trader twice. The second match, I was trader with a guy in the first match that was sussing me out, like for practically that entire match. Which is weird because like I'm playing crew. Is like my partner is I guess like either new or something like that. But like at a certain point I got buffed and then came back or whatever. That was like during like finding the second objective or whatever. I went the other way and like buffed up or whatever. Like they found the second objective like probably like maybe halfway like going when I was going exploring or whatever. I come back and then like they're wondering where I was. It's like what were you doing? It's like I was looking for the second objective. And then they laughed at me. And it's like, you think I was lying? It's like I wasn't lying. I was looking for the second objective up until y'all found it. Found it, technically. So it's like after that I went to the second objective to see what it was. And it was the bonfire. So it's like I went back to the cabin when the blizzard started, and it's like that guy was like, where did you come from, crazy? I said, I came from the second objective. It's like, he said, no, I saw you coming in from the northeast, which is like the direction I did go, like earlier to look for the second objective, but the objective's to the southwest, which I did come from when I went back to the cabin. He said I was coming from the northeast. It's like, I was coming from the northeast earlier. I just came from the second objective. You need this amount of gas and this amount of campfires, right? Well, then they still thought I was traitor. I am traitor, but it's like they still thought I was traitor. Then I think I went back down there and like basically went around back around to like where the first objective was. And like I saw somebody was behind the first objective. So as I'm walking back there, wondering why they were there, and then he just starts attacking me. And then like I'm down, it's like he's buffed. So it's like somebody picks me up and I'm just thinking, this is ridiculous. It's like we end up losing. Well, it's like a lot of them end up escaping, but the last person standing knocked down the last survivor, and that was the last survivor was knocked down by a traitor partner. And then like that guy was saying, it's like I knew it was this guy. It's like, you didn't know a thing. You're just sussing me for no reason. Because like, I did the objective. I did the first objective. Which is like, I don't like being traitor. It's just, I don't like being traitor. It's just like, it seems like whatever I do as traitor, I'm sussed for it. It's like, that's something I hate. So in the second match, I'm traitors with this guy. It's like he doesn't say anything until like before I'm downed by the ID thief. Well, I'm going for like one of the the first objective. Which is weird because like I think it was like about like an hour later after the fact. It was an hour later, like between those two games. So it's like he doesn't talk to me on the radio until like later. So it's like I'm down by the ID thief, and it's like, I'm sorry, man, I need a roll. It's like, it's like I'm telling him I'm dying. I'm telling the partner I'm dying, and it's like, I'm telling him I'm down. It's like, where? It's like, oh, this guy's ID thief. It was like after I'm a ghost, I just left. I just left and just like closed out the game. I'd be fine with the game if it weren't so dead. But it's so dead. It's so dead to the point where it's like you can still get a match going, but it's mainly only one match that's going at a time, or maybe 2 or 3, but people are staying in these lobbies, so it's hard to get into a match if you're looking for one, because people aren't going to wait an hour to get into a match. Because there's also people that like want to get in like a full 8-person lobby, which makes sense. So yeah, It's basically between that and it's basically between that and Dragon Ball: The Breakers. Like I've been switching between those, but it's like they're in the same boat. They're both crossplay, but it's like it seems like they're both dead. When it's like when I was playing Dragon Ball: The Breakers before it went crossplay, it's like I'm playing this on the Switch. It's like I'm getting into continuous matches on the Switch, and they're not getting into matches on the Xbox. But it's like now that it's crossplay, it seems like the matchmaking's worse and it takes longer, and it shouldn't take longer because like we're getting into lobbies that get 7 people. You need 8 people. And like it sticks on 7 people for so long that people leave because they've been waiting too long. But then there's like a longer waiting time. It can't find one person. Or it's like it gets to the point where it's like I have games that I can just turn on and like play and stuff like that. I want an online game that I could just turn on and play with people like that. With people. Stuff like that. Like maybe have a little voice chat in there if like people wanted to voice chat or something. But I just know that Project Winter and The Breakers are not those games. So yeah, there's that. Where's the points thing? Okay, there it is. So let me get back to actually putting up these points. But yeah, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I just want to find a game like that I have that I could do that with. Let's see. Oops. Yeah, because I'm guessing we're probably not going to do anything for like a Friday game night thing. So I probably won't play anything on Friday. But Play-Doh was fun last week. It feels like a while ago that we played it, but I think it was just last week. I guess I can ask this. Have you played it anymore? Have you played it anymore on the Switch? Since we played? Ah. Okay. Cool. Oh yeah. Like I need to watch more. I need to watch more videos of that because I've only seen the one from Zero Viking. I know he put like I think 1 or 2 more up. It's like that looks hilarious. That game looks hilarious. Kind of makes me wonder if they'll probably mod it and stuff like that, like they did that one game I'm forgetting what it was called, but yeah. This is taking forever to... Okay, it wasn't taking forever to close. I just didn't close it right. Hmm. I know, like, when I was talking about the Call of Duty thing, I was remembering that I made a video. I made a video about like that hacking situation, like back when it happened. It's like showing off like what it did on my YouTube channel. It's like, I wish I had the link to it, but I mean, it's there. But yeah, I think it was that, and then like, yeah, because I wanted to mention this during the races or whatever, because like they mentioned, I know Danny mentioned WWE 2K games coming to the Switch 2 or whatnot. Like hoping it not running like WWE 2K18 did on the Switch. Which I can't believe they decided to release it in that state and never fix it. Because it's like I do have a video of WWE 2K18 of like something of like a match in universe mode that's not that you're normally not able to play in the Switch version of the game. It was like, I think it's like an 8-man elimination match or something like that. Where it's like they took out the options to be able to do that in like exhibition modes and stuff like that. But you're able to do them in a universe mode, so it's like there was that. There's that. I recorded a video of like the entire match. Which is, oh man, it was horrible. It was horrible. I won, but it was horrible. It's like, why are they giving these games to blind squirrels to develop? One, they're animals. Two, they can't see. So, like, why do you think giving a game to a blind animal that doesn't even have thumbs and getting to work on the Nintendo Switch? And then it's like, I haven't played Sonic Colors Ultimate yet, but they gave that to them, and it's weird. It's like, why do you keep doing this? I was like, Repo's one of those games that looks like fun. It's like, it seems like there's so many games that would work like on consoles and stuff like that. I think that would be one of them. Like that and Lethal Company, that's what I was thinking of earlier. Like those two, like any of these other games that that are like each other, basically. But do you like Repo though? Is it fun to you? But at some point, that's good. At some point, we'll all have Mario Kart World. At some point, it won't be June 5th. It'll be at some point afterwards. We'll all have it. We'll all be playing Mario Kart World, and there'll be people playing as a cow or a crab or a snowman or a freaking dead fish skeleton or a bat. which is like I need to mention that. I need to mention that to Hyena, because I mean he probably already knows. But if he's here Saturday, I will mention it. Because I mentioned it tonight, and it's like DL didn't even know about it. So, which is weird because I posted the characters I saw like in 2 topics on Ninfora. But yeah, he calls them, well, Hyena calls them cave birds. You can play as one in world. So there's that. A bat, a snowman, a coin purse that attacks you for your coins, a cheap, a pokey, a dolphin. This roster's weird for Mario Kart World. Yeah, because like I was looking at the trailer again, with like the explanation like after the trailer. It's like I'm just looking at it, it's like that's a crab. And then I'm like looking at it more. I'm looking at it more, it's like what is that blue thing? What is that blue thing that's driving that cart? And then the race starts, and it spreads its wings, and it's like, is that the bat? Is that a swoop? And then you look deeper, and it's like, you're just seeing like all this stuff. It's like a Pianta, a snowman. It's like, I didn't even see the freaking coin purse thing. It's like, I saw that in like the Nintendo Treehouse thing. Well, I saw that like before the Treehouse thing, but it's like, they find like all these characters and stuff like that, like Fishbone, Pokey, Rocky Wrench. They're just saying like there's gonna be 85 characters. There's gonna be like 85 characters or something like that, and then it's like you have people saying it's like I hope those aren't all costumes. I hope those aren't all costumes. Like, I mean, that wouldn't really make sense because without the costumes, you already have more characters in World. You have more confirmed characters in World than there were in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And that's like 50 characters. And there's multiple costumes for multiple characters. Like probably like at least 5 costumes for like characters. I'm just generalizing with that number because there's probably more. It's like I think like most of those costumes were from World Tour, Mario Kart Tour or whatever, the mobile game. So yeah, it just seems like yeah, because it's more without, well, it's more with or without like the variations. Whereas like there's Metal Mario or Pink Gold Peach or something like that. Those Tanuki Mario, Cat Peach, and stuff like that is like you take those out. It's like you can take those out, you can leave them in, and it's still more characters. It's like if you like Goomba, you can play as a Goomba. You can play as a Parabiddy-Bud. You can play as a penguin. I was like, it was like thinking about like all the characters. But yeah, it's ridiculous. I know I know like on June 5th, like not everybody's going to have the game, but I think like if it's possible, if enough people have the game, is like we'll probably try to get people to play together, like on a Friday night, like on that Friday night, just to see like what the online's like. But yeah, the game seems pretty interesting so far. We just get to learn more in 13 days. On the 17th. And maybe some more like later today because of the Treehouse. The Nintendo Treehouse stuff. But there's only one character in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe for you. And that's Shy Guy. Shy Guy in the green. I don't know what color you use for Shy Guy, but it's one of those colors. A lot of colors. Oh yeah, I'll definitely have to make a I'll definitely have to make another Switch thing here. For like the Switch 2. Like this. But it's like it basically be replaced with the Switch 2 or whatnot. I still have to complete the portable, the handhelds. With like Game Boy Color Advance, the DS's. Which is why technically like the banner that I have isn't really finished. It's not like I'm playing DS and 3DS games on my channel or whatnot. Like unless they're like on the Wii U Virtual Console. So yeah, I will be getting a Switch 2. Like even though I'm unemployed, I still have the money for it. So I'm getting a Switch 2. I'm gonna try to get the bundle. Because like Mario Kart is probably the only game I'm going to get. Because like I'd have access to the Switch 2 editions of Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. I just need to get back to Breath of the Wild, but like I think at this point, it's like I want to get back to Breath of the Wild, but I started that playthrough 8 years ago, and it's like I only got like 2 of the Divine Beasts, so it's like I don't know if like that's the thing, is like I don't know if the saves carry over to like the Nintendo the Switch 2 edition things, or if I just have to start over, which would suck. But yeah. It really depends on like what games there are. And it's like the whole game chat thing, game sharing and stuff like that. It's like pretty interesting to the point where I kind of hope there's a lot of either indie games or third-party games that allow online game sharing. Because like if you use the game chat, and it's like if you use the game chat, you're able to game share. So like the main person with the game would game share with 3 other people, and they'd be able to play that person's game, basically like game share, like on PlayStation, stuff like that. So like they'd all be able to play their copy, like the main one's copy, So it's like that would make it interesting for like a few games like played up. It's like you wouldn't have to get 4 people that have the game. It's like you just play off of one person's game. It's like you wouldn't really get the experience for like your version of the game, but yeah. It's like that could be something. It's like all of it's pretty interesting. Is that the games have to be compatible with it. Because it's not going to be all games, it's just going to be certain games. Yeah, everybody's just up in arms with the pricing and stuff like that. It sucks. But... sucks. It's like with everything like happening like within the last few days, I can't really make an Eternal Darkness reference. Even though, it's like thinking about it, Eternal Darkness was a GameCube game. And that can be put on the GameCube NSO on the Switch too. And I'm referencing that because of the 333. It was a thing for Eternal Darkness. I think like the clock would say that or something like that. It's like that was a reference to that. So like this will be all for the stream, like for those that are here. I do thank you for either watching or like after the fact just listening to either us or just me just talk about stuff. There's gonna be nothing on Friday. Nothing on Friday unless like somebody brings something up. So for Saturday, the plan is for the Iron Man Smashdown Ultimate Team Challenge, which has like a bunch of rules and stuff, bunch of like the, I guess the end of the month rules that we do for Smash. So like that and all of that, and then like we'll be on teams, so it's all that. But that's planned for Smash. If we don't have enough people, it'll be a regular Smash lobby. But it's like we'll know by Saturday. Pre-game, we're going back to Super Mario Sunshine. Oh yeah, speaking of Super Mario Sunshine, the Cataquacks, they're a character in the game. They're a character that you can race as in Mario Kart World. What a world. Anyway, so I'll be going back to Super Mario Sunshine. It's basically focusing on the stages I have to go, basically the stages I have to go back to get the rest of the shines on. Other than the 100 coin shines. Basically going for like the main shines on those stages. And then going to like that last stage. I think it's like the Pianta Village or something like that. I don't remember what it was called, but that one. Like that last one that's on the pipe on the top of the shine thing. The shine like monument thingy. Basically after I go get the other shines, I'll go to that stage and get all those shines. And then I think I'll focus on, after that I'll focus on the 100 coin shines. And then like any challenge areas. I said like any challenge areas after that. Challenge stages. It's like we'll see where we get. So that'll be it. I do thank y'all for watching. If you enjoyed this at any point, leave a like or comment on your favorite or worst, your favorite parts of the stream, or your not your favorite parts of the stream, or something like that. If you'd like to make clips of certain moments, feel free to make clips. If you want notifications for when I go live on Twitch, feel free to follow me on there. If you want notifications on YouTube for when I go live on there, which I won't be going live on there on Saturday because it's the Smashdown, and I don't stream those on YouTube. But if you just want those notifications, feel free to subscribe and hit the notification bell, or if you don't and just want to check up on my channel whenever, you can save my channel to check on it later. I do appreciate subscriptions on the Twitch, or like bits and stuff like that. It's like, I'm not gonna try to get y'all to like subscribe. It's like I'm not gonna like force y'all to. It's as if y'all want to do one of those things. Then I do appreciate those. I do appreciate when it happens. So thank you. Other than that, there's not really much left here. There's not really much left. So I'm gonna end stuff over on the... I'm basically just ending the stream, but I have to play like the outro and stuff like that. So I'll do that. Until next time, I'll be seeing ya, and y'all have a good night. Okay, let me turn stuff back on. I just have to play that for the YouTube side. I do this anyway, and then I don't edit the YouTube stuff down. So, I need to post that here. Let's see. Thanks for watching, YouTube, and have a good night. And then I just put that one, because why not? And then there, and I think that'll post that on the I think Restream bot will probably post that on there too, maybe. There we go. Face blue smiling. Face blue smiling, everybody. Y'all have a good night. I'll see y'all on Saturday, maybe. Oh yeah, the stream's 8 p.m. Eastern time. Yeah, Saturday. I'll see y'all then. Bye.